We are looking at Algebra 1 Regions, June 2019, question number 29. Let's see what we've got. A blizzard occurred on the East Coast during January 2016. Snowfall totals from the storm were recorded for Washington, D.C. and are shown in the table below. So here we have our table with a bunch of information in it. They want to know which interval, 1 a.m. to 12 noon or 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., had the greatest rate of snowfall in inches per hour. All right, so let's see. First thing you should really recognize is we need to know what they're asking for. They care about 1 a.m. to 12 noon, and they also care about from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I'm going to go, all right, from 1 a.m. to 12 noon. How many hours is that? That should be 11 hours, right? And in that same amount of time, I went from 1 inch of snow to 33 inches of snow. So we're going to say 32, because the difference between those two times was 32 inches. Okay. Now next we have 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now this one might be a little difficult, so I would just count this on your fingers, be really careful, right? So 6 is 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I counted 9 hours there. I counted 9 hours between 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. And that kind of makes sense because 6 a.m. to noon is 6 hours, and then noon to 3 p.m. is 3 hours. So 6 and 3 makes that 9. Now in that interval, in that amount of time, we started with 11 inches and ended up with 36. So in case, just to be sure, I'm going to put 36 minus 11 inches. That is a difference of 25 inches. Now you might be thinking, well, I guess I'm done because 32 inches is more than 25, so that's the bigger rate of snowfall. The issue is we need to be sure, right? Because this purple one, 32 inches, that was over 11 hours, where the 25 inches was over 9 hours. That was a little less time, but it's also less inches. So we're going to have to just do a quick little rate of change here. I'm going to do, let's see, we want inches per hour. So that tells me I'm going to be doing inches per hour. And we've got 32 inches in 11 hours, right? This is an H here, 11 hours. Now, let's do that in our calculator really quick. On this calculator, if I just do 32 over 11, it's just going to give you a fraction back. You have to put a decimal on one of these, so 11.0, or you could even just do 11 point. And now it'll give us our fraction, or our decimal version. And I got, this was about 2.9-ish, right? Give or take. I'll put a little squiggle to say this is about 2.9 per hour, right? So there's 2.9 inches each hour. And now we'll do, well, 25 inches over the 9 hours, and we'll plug that into our calculator. 25 inches over the 9 hours, and we got about, I'll put a squiggle to say about 2.78 inches per hour. Well, so then it's obvious that from 1 a.m. to 12 noon, it had a higher rate of snowfall. From 1 a.m. to noon, we had a higher rate of snowfall. Higher rate of snowfall. Right? And I can even say that was 2.9 per hour versus the 2.78 from the other version versus the 2.78 in the other interval per hour for 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So there it is. There's your answer for it. Hope that was helpful. Also, I'll just mention, other than just doing this, there's not really a nice way to do this in the calculator. I'm going up, obviously it's not linear, otherwise they'd be identical, right? So you just have to know your rate of changes, and you need to know to put these in fractions. That's the whole thing.